Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Please also share this video via social media and with your friends via email. Thank you for your support. Today, I read several financial news articles. I've included links to the articles in the description below. I encourage you to read the articles to support the authors and news sources. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of these articles that are of public interest. Will there be a financial crisis in America for those who are financially illiterate and don't plan for their future? Well, it is certainly possible, especially if Susie Orman is correct with the estimate that 95% of Americans are financially illiterate. Today I read an article on CNBC.com written by Ryan Ermey titled, "Are You Financially Illiterate?" Susie Orman says probably 95% of Americans are. According to the author, Susie Orman was asked what percentage of Americans she thought were financially illiterate. She said, truthfully, probably 95%. Susie Orman said, and I'll quote, "I tell someone to do a Roth IRA. They don't have a clue what I'm talking about. I ask somebody, what's in your retirement account? They don't have a clue. They don't have a will. They don't have a trust. They don't have a durable power of attorney for healthcare or an advance directive. They don't know what a 529 plan is. They don't understand." Well, I'm not surprised by this at all. I have casual conversations with people all the time, and I talk to them about some of these things, and they often don't have a clue either. I'm curious how many of your friends, family members, neighbors, and coworkers don't understand all of these things. Let me know in the comment section below. Susie Orman goes on to say, and I'll quote, "It should be mandatory that you can't graduate high school and not understand how student loans work. It should be mandatory that you understand what compounding interest means and how your youth contributes to millions of dollars in the long run." I definitely agree with Susie Orman here. I think she should use her power, money, and influence to get more states to require a financial literacy course for high school graduation. The only states that currently require students to take a financial literacy course for high school graduation include Alabama, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Utah, Virginia, and West Virginia. Here's what's crazy to me. California has the largest economy of any state with a $3.6 trillion gross state product. That's GSP. But they don't require a financial literacy course for high school graduation. Isn't that crazy? Also, consider how expensive it is to live in California. Young people graduating high school need all the help they can get there. I think it's possible that some young people will have a personal financial crisis on their hands as they get older if they don't become financially literate. Their future could be bleak without some help. If you get into debt at a young age or make some dumb financial decisions at a young age, it will make your life a lot more difficult for the foreseeable future. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today, which was on zerohedge.com and written by Tyler Durden, titled, "Target CEO Warns Consumers Are Tightening Up Their Spending, Buying Few Groceries and Toys." According to the article, following the warning from ex-Walmart CEO Bill Simon regarding the American consumer nearing a breaking point, Target's CEO Brian Cornell has also signaled a cutback in consumer spending, groceries included. This trend aligns with our view as well as views from JP Morgan and Goldman that consumers have hit a wall. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not surprised by this. Groceries have gotten incredibly expensive. If you have a big family, I hope you are a high earner because it is going to be hard to stomach that large number at the checkout aisle each week. The Target CEO also said that consumers are buying less apparel, fewer items for their home, and fewer toys. In my opinion, reality has finally set in for some everyday American consumers. Some may be seeing their credit card debt grow faster than ever given the high interest rate environment that we are all in. I do wonder how holiday spending is going to go this season. Many everyday Americans will try to preserve their standard of living over the holidays, even if that means making foolish financial decisions and going further into debt. But don't take my word for it. I read an article today on Yahoo Finance put out by MoneyWise and written by Sarah Lewis titled, "I Get to Say I Told You So." The average American plans to spend $1,652 on holiday shopping, surpassing pre-pandemic levels. Here's why you should start early to dodge festive debt. According to the author of this article, and I'll quote, shoppers plan on spending an average of $1,652 this season, a 14% jump from last year, and surpassing pre-pandemic levels for the first time, according to a recent report from Deloitte. Well, I am not surprised that it is going to cost more to have the same type of holiday festivities this year compared to last year, given all the inflation that we are all dealing with. But I am surprised by the figure. $1,652 is nothing to sneeze at. I guess some people simply feel entitled to a certain holiday experience. How many people do you know who go overboard when it comes to the holidays? Some people really spend a lot of money and put in a lot of time to assemble all of their family members in the house, some of whom would rather be somewhere else, but get dragged there because of the holidays. It's kind of like a wedding, where lots of money and planning goes into a 1 or 2 day event, and then, poof, all the money is gone. But hey, at least you have the memories. For some, not only is the money gone, but the credit card debt remains, which may grow larger and larger month after month, given the high levels of interest being charged by credit card companies. Is it all worth it? I guess it all depends on the person and the family. Here are my thoughts. Why not go volunteer for the holidays for a worthwhile organization with your family in order to help the needy? That doesn't cost anything, and it would benefit humankind. If you volunteer, you don't have to exchange gifts, and you can eliminate holiday purchases. According to the author of this article, Deloitte research shows more consumers will be making even more holiday-related purchases this year, 95% compared to 92% in 2022 and 88% in 2021. This scares me a little since I know a lot of those holiday purchases are going to be put on the credit card. Credit card debt in this country has already surpassed $1 trillion, which is the highest level ever on record. We don't need to see this problem get any worse. What do you think about all this? Do you have family members who get carried away and spend too much money over the holidays? If so, tell me about it in the comments section below. The holidays may be a tough time for Las Vegas casino employees. I read an article today on TheStreet.com written by Rebecca Mezzostrano titled 35,000 Las Vegas casino employees prepared to strike if deal not reached. According to the author, 35,000 members of the Culinary Workers Union Local 226 and Bartenders Union Local 165 are preparing to strike starting November 10th. If the workers walk off the job, they'd be doing so across 18 casino resorts on the Strip, including the Bellagio, Excalibur, and 9 Caesars properties. Ladies and gentlemen, what is with all of the walkouts recently? First, we had the UAW, and then we heard in the news that some pharmacy employees are walking out, and now we have this potential casino strike. I guess people are tired of companies that have record profits that aren't sharing enough of the wealth with their employees. I'm happy for the UAW workers who will be earning higher wages moving forward. I just think it is interesting how the UAW strike has had a ripple effect across the country to other industries. People are frustrated and waking up and standing up. I am sure some of the executives at these companies have been blindsided by some of this. It is a very interesting time here in America, in my opinion. The casino workers want better pay, a lighter workload, and updated safety protections. I hope they get all of that. I wouldn't want to work in a smoky casino and be on my feet all day. I'm sure it isn't fun to sometimes have to deal with arrogant and intoxicated patrons and maintain your composure. Working at a casino isn't as fun as visiting one on occasion. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Here's a bit of other bad news. I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by Bloomberg and written by Natalie Wong titled Capital One Seeks to Offload More New York City Commercial Property Loans. According to the author, the bank is accepting bids for loans totaling nearly $200 million, which includes debt backed by offices and apartments, according to marketing materials seen by Bloomberg News. The author of this article indicates banks have been working to sell portfolios of commercial property debt as they seek to manage their exposure to the sector. Soaring borrowing costs have weighed on valuations, with commercial real estate prices slumping 16% in September from a peak in March 2022. This is all according to real estate analytics firm Green Street. I think this may just be the tip of the iceberg in the banking sector. I wouldn't be surprised if we start hearing about more sales similar to this. A lot of people and companies who went out and bought these types of properties are now living in a new reality since interest rates are a lot higher. Most of these properties were financed with short duration loans with long-term amortizations. Many of these loans need to be refinanced now and the numbers no longer work. This leaves banks holding the bag. I think this could get a lot uglier in the future. Here's what I want to know. Who is going to be buying all of these properties? I also wonder how exposed these banks really are to all of this junk paper. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video via social media or via email with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.